Okay, before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of the risk in the future trading, and maybe it's not suitable for you. So it is very important to understand the risk in the futures. Uh, what we are doing here, we are sharing our signals live. There is no sales talk. There is no pre-made videos. We're not showing only winning trades. We are showing the losing and the winning trades as is right now. What we are doing, we are sharing our signals for free. If we look at the market analyzer, you see the direction of the buy and the sell. We tell you the entry. We tell you the target. On the third column, you can see as an example, we have a CL. Or let's take an ES in this matter because everybody can be related to an ES. On the ES, we have a sell direction at 2779.50. Your target is 2773. Based on the pullback, re-entry is 2779.50. At the moment, the ES is 44 ticks, and then it tells you how many ticks and how many is your PNL and your target. Your trailing stop one is a minor support fib, and then the trailing stop two is a major floor fibs. So if we look at the chart here on the ES, you can copy those trades. It's at your own risk. We are not responsible for your trade. We just sharing our signals for free. Those automated trade on the top you're looking at is the price action. So you have a sell entry at 2779.50. You can see that from the chart, and then it tells you where is the target as like the market analyzer, and you can see where is the floor and fibs, where is the support. Plus we are sharing our fib lines that are extremely accurate. So if you don't have a decent fib line, those are a very accurate decent fib line. You can share those. We are sharing with this as an example on the Nasdaq right now. We had just a new sell entry on the Nasdaq. You can see where is the Nasdaq is on the floor and fibs on the Nasdaq, and then a daily target. We cannot cover too much here on the chart because there's only one chart. The quality on the YouTube is not really perfect when you go live with it, but you have the euro dollar here. And then what we have, if you want to follow a normal trading, automated trading, then we have at the bottom your market analyzer. You can follow this scalping automated trading to your benefits, or if you wanted to use it as a second opinion, you can do that. Once the signals fire, you can go with the direction. Again, we're not responsible for your action. We just sharing our signals, and this is not a pre-made video, so you will see losing and winning as it is, and it is really nice to see everything, not just one chart or two chart. It is very nice to see all around the performance on all different markets at the same time. So as an example, right now we have the ES hit the target. We have the DAX now. I'm sitting on the side with the DAX. We have the YM. The YM hit the target and the Nasdaq hit the target. So the main instruments most of the traders use is right here on top three. We can see the ES, YM, and Nasdaq has hit the target, and this is really really nice. Very soon we're gonna have a new signal on the ES, and in Nasdaq we already we have a signal, and then also you can follow the same signals on the Forex, or if you wanted to just follow the market analyzer at the bottom from the scalping automated trading, you're very welcome. You can see it as is when it's taking trades. As an example, right now you can see from the market analyzer at the bottom, uh, we just we just had an entry and we closed it. It closed by itself, the auto trade, and it is a scalping. On the top is the swing trading, and then at the bottom is scalping. So if you're not interested in in a swing trading, you're very welcome to follow the scalping and take a few ticks here and there. Again, you are on your own. We're not responsible for your trade. On the euro dollar, I only like the euro dollar, but if any instruments you like, we have the data. We'll be more than glad to add it for you. You just call me or Skype me. We'll be adding it. For the last couple of 3 days, we were not on the YouTubes because we've been sending out to all our traders. We've been sending out major upgrade on the scalper swing trading, and we have sent the MT5 to all the traders. The final version has been released with we did a very good job on the MT5. Everybody is happy about it. Okay, we're about to have a new signal. You can see where's the support line is 60.55. Any second now. You have a long Nasdaq on the scalper. Okay, so we have a long on the scalper Nasdaq, and we're about to have a new signal on the CL. There we go. A lot of sellers come in on the CL. If we if we look at the Nasdaq, I know there is a lot of short sales on the Nasdaq, but right now I would not take short on the Nasdaq at the moment. This is a very, very critical area right now on the Nasdaq and is overdue. So be careful if you want to take a short on the Nasdaq because you can see your fib line is 85.25, and this is exactly where the Nasdaq stops. So if you are considering taking a short trade on the Nasdaq, please be careful. It might go a few ticks here and there, but it's not safe to take a short trade here. And you can see it's blinking a lot. There's a lot of short trades coming in. But once we hit the target, you have to push your brakes. Okay, we have a new signal on the ES, on the CL. You can see the new signal fires on your market analyzer, and your auto trade take the same signal. Whether you are using a fully automated or you are using an ATM, is the same signal you get on the automated trading. But it's the same entry, the same signal, but one of them is exiting different than the other. On the CL, we have a new signal, sell, short direction, 6061 as an entry, target 608. On the pullback re-entry, it is very high. Actually, on the pullback re-entry is 25095. And there we go. We are going in the right direction on the CL. We are 9 ticks in the CL new signal. And still, the CL is struggling on the 6055 as we talked 5 minutes before. But this is your new signal. The next stop, the next troubling area, it is 6041. The 6041, you have to be careful if you took that signal. Could the market stop for a while at 6041, as you see here in the picture? Because we have those zone uh, 6041. So this is going to be little turbulence at 6041 and then final target. There is nothing between 6041 and 6008. There is nothing holding that market back. So it is very important if you are taking a short below the 60.55, you have to be careful with the 41. It might gonna be back and forth a little bit, and then it's gonna drop. So we'll keep our eye on that and make sure that um, see what will happen with the CL at the 60.41. The problem right now, the 60.55, it is a key on the CL, and it is really struggling on the 60.55. So um, all the direction is pointing that the CL is down, and it will go down. As right now, what I see on the chart, it will go down because if you look, there is a different system here on the left upper corner, and then there is a different market analyzers and the different signals. This is totally separate from the signal you're looking at here. So the system have two different signal. We can measure the momentum in the market, and we can pinpoint how strong the short is, or how the market, if it's a sideways or not. So as you see right now, what I said on the Nasdaq, you gotta be careful with taking a short entry on the Nasdaq. The reason is once the market hits the target, it might sometimes gonna go few ticks here and there, but because we have hit the target, and our target was, if we look at the Nasdaq, is 70, 89, 75. So once we hit this target, I would not advise to take shorts anymore because most of the time, I cannot say all the time, most of the time, once you hit the target, it's gonna drive you crazy. It's gonna pull back, drop couple ticks, pull back, then there is no direction. Once we hit our target, we should be careful, and actually we need to consider to start finding a new trend where if you are good with the reversal, or if you have tools with your reversal, this is where you need to start looking for a reversal trade, trying to catch the trend when everybody trying when everybody trying to go short, then you are on the right direction to go reverse, because after that target hits, there is not much to do. So if we notice on the Nasdaq, this couple of few ticks below this line, it's not going to make a difference on your actually trading. And as you see right now on the Nasdaq, it's like a clock. It's just something to misguide the small traders. If we notice on the Nasdaq, there is not really much direction anymore. And if you are going live with your Nasdaq trade, that can be concerned if you're taking a short, because it's sometimes being unpleasant to be on a trade and you're getting stuck. It's not going anywhere. That can make a trader nervous. So if we look on the Nasdaq right now, here is your target. It's a very nice and clear. Your target is 89.75. We already hit the target. Here's the true average of price. There is nothing here telling me that I need to go farther down with the Nasdaq. It's over. Even if you are auto trading, it is over. If you notice right now on the CL, we finally broke that level, and the 60.55, and now we are on the CL 10 ticks in that trade. Now the second stop on the CL, it will be 60.40. You have to be careful on 60.40, 60.40, and if you are on short, it is a decision a trader has to be making: either take it out, close your position at 60.40, or if you can hold on the pullback re-entry, then you will be, once we break that 60.40, will be very clear all the way down to 60.08. So we will see how it's going to fall. On the Nasdaq, absolutely, I will not take any more short trade on the Nasdaq. It's over. If we are looking at the AS, this is also confirming this ES direction. There is not much going on anymore. Look, guys, 642, and now we are going to Keep your eye on the CL, please. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Exactly. The CL stopped at 60.40. Exactly 60.40. So, so this is where a trader has to make a decision if he wanted to keep going or not, or cash in right there. It seems like I've been getting a lot of, um, for some reason, I have one Ninjatrader 8 is doing fine, and then the other one is losing connection, and it's the same connection. This is really funny. Two Ninjatrader 8, one is getting stuck sometimes, and one is not. So now we are down, and our target is 60.07. That's is really lovely. We are 23 ticks in that trade. 27. This is very nice trade. It's gonna keep going down until we hit our target. Once you hit your target, folks, there is not much to do anymore. There is no more short. It's over. And I prefer to have it a couple ticks above the target, just in case if we miss the target with a couple ticks. So let's look at it. As you see right now, the ES is stuck on that major support line. So to go back to your NASDAQ, it is a little bit, it's over. It's over to take short. I will not take short. I strongly advise to be careful with the NASDAQ taking any short. The guys are pushing it down without a doubt. But this is anything below that target, I will not take short if I was you. I will not take any more short. Those two yellow lines are very, very accurate. Once we are heading between those two yellow lines, this means the short is over and it is time for this market to turn around. So if we are looking at the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, ES, this is where about, I have no idea, but this is where the market is about to turn around. I will not trust to take a short trade on those areas anymore. Um, and so I will leave it alone until we find a new direction to the upper side. So right now we are 60.33 on that trade, and from the last signal, we are 30 ticks from that signal. That's very nice. Whoever follow that trade, he must be very happy man. And folks, we are hitting the target. And look where I will take that target. I will take that target couple ticks above the the target. Your auto trade can hit to the target, or you can adjust your auto trade to take it couple ticks or 5 ticks above or below. But I usually don't care about those couple ticks. I prefer to take it little bit above because this is a major support line and sometimes you miss by one tick or tick. So I will take it at, if you are on a short CL, I will take it at 60.12, 60.13, or 60.11. If you are a bit greedy, that's fine. But I will waive those couple ticks. I don't want those couple ticks, so I will take it at 60.12. I think is a very good. And we are going to the same direction. And whoever took that trade, congratulations, you nailed 400 bucks on that trade. And if you notice right now, folks, we are about to hit this target on the CL. And if you want to, you can put it below that. But I think it is very good, the 60.12. The target is 607, but I don't know. I mean, the target, if you look at the market analyzer, it says 607. Here's your target right there, 607, and I have it at 6012 and call it off. And you can see where is the wake come in. We missed by one tick. So let's see, is a game is about one tick. If you notice below the target, folks, if we notice below the target, there is a double major support area, and we have this fib lines where those critical area. So once we hit those target on the CL, there is not much left. There is nothing left to do. So let's keep our eye closed on it. We missed the 6012 by one tick. Now it's opening new bar. Still a lot of direction to the downside. And if you notice here on the chart, the sellers are way above the buyers right there. The sellers are way above the buyers, and the market analyzer, and this is a separate signal, is showing you that everything, the momentum, everything, the pressure in the market pointing down. So there is nothing we can do except waiting until we close that target. And once we close this target, there is not much going on anymore. If we look at this NASDAQ, this is what I'm trying to say to you. You might gonna be able to get couple ticks here and there below the target, but once you hit the target, you are on a very critical area right now to be shorting out ES, NASDAQ, and YM because they are overdue. Most likely, sometimes the big guys, they might push it a few ticks here and there down, but they cannot keep controlling it forever because they have to let it go. So all the sell, you can see the Nasdaq. There is a lot of sales coming in. We are heading to the 7063, and I doubt it if there's anything will happen below that number. So this is not interested for me. And if we notice here right now, also on the ES, we're hitting a thick wall. This is going to generate a lot of volatility for the trader, and it's going to be very confusion for that trader because this is where this market can drive any I mean, any trader crazy. And there is, it's not a very reliable entry in those areas right now on, let's put it nicely. The risk taking a short in those areas right now on the ESYM and Nasdaq, even if you are auto trading, you say this is not my problem. I'm auto trading. Well, it is your problem if you are live auto trading, and if you lose a trade on an auto trade, that will cost you a couple $100. So you cannot say this is not my problem. It is your problem when you're going live and you just spend a couple $100 on a losing trade where you don't need to lose a couple $100 on a trade. So this is very important. And if you notice now on the CL, we are playing cat and mouse with this one here. Right now, we are stopped at 60, 28, and we are still missing those few ticks here and there. This is a really critical area. So um, there is 34 ticks in that from the signal entry, and absolutely is driving us crazy on the last couple ticks. And I hear it when the market do that. If we look, we we missed this target by just three ticks actually, and now we are waiting on hitting the target. So we'll see. This is the most aggravation. Sometimes you have to make a decision if you wanted to take it out or not. So the signal entry was 6061. Okay. The target was 6007. Okay. And I said, let's go ahead and take a couple ticks above the target. And you can see right now we missed it by 3 ticks, and we're still waiting on this CL. I mean, $330 is nice, but $400 is much nicer. So we're hoping that this market it will drop. So we are waiting. All direction is saying short, so we're still waiting. And if you notice, folks, that's why what I said is the Nasdaq and the YM and the ES, you should hold on to it. If we notice on the ES, you can see how many bars. I don't know if you can, because on a live YouTube's the quality is not the best. But if you notice here, there is 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, 4 bar, 5 bar, 6 bars. The market is telling you that this is a very critical area here. This is a major support, and the ES is struggling taking this line down. So this is going to cause a little problem because also the Nasdaq is coming to support line, and the YM it is really sitting between those two yellow lines. So that's why I do not recommend right now taking a short on the ES and Nasdaq and a YM because it's overdue. And if you notice from the market analyzer, they already hit the target. The ES nailed on this last signal, 787, $800. And then on the YM, $1,000. This is a base on one contract, and then 737 on the NASDAQ, and it is based on one contract. This is 147 ticks. So this is a very serious signals, and those total signals on those almost 3,000, almost a 3,000 on the Nasdaq and YM. So I would not take any more trades in there. And if you are following those signals, then you should be calling it off today. And it is not advisable. There we go. We're about to break closing. Look at this. We're about to finish the CL. I put the buy signal to show you where you need to close your target, and we closed it. Okay, so I'm closing this one. So we hit the target, and on the CL, this one here nailed around $400 on the CL, and it is very, very nice trade. Very nice trade. So for the ones follow that last trade, nailed around $400 on this one. You have a major support line and you have a double support line. So the CL is done, it's finished. Now, if we notice what I was talking about to you folks, that you need to be careful with your trade on the short NASDAQ, ES, and YM. If you notice nothing happened, it came in exactly to support line, and now everything start turning around. So that's why it was very risky to take the NASDAQ. And there we go. Look, the market works like a clock. And if you know what you're looking at, it's always working like a clock. And there is nothing. Now the market turning around, and that it is a disaster for a guy is trying to take short. So there is sometimes where you say enough is enough. If we notice now on the bigger picture, when we hit the target on the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, nothing has happened. A few ticks below, irrelevant actually. And if we notice on the CL, our target, once we hit our target, there is not much done on the CL. And as you see the CL, once we hit those target, what happened to the CL? Now on the same CL, the same direction, we have a 3, 4 bars on the same target. So by not knowing right now, and you might take a short trade here. If you take a short trade right now on the CL, you have 3 major support lines. You're gonna bump into it. You might succeed. You might gonna make it on that trade, but how many times you think you're going to be able to make it on that base? So by taking a short on that direction right now on the CL, your odd is probably 1 or 2 out of 10, where most likely, if you know how to reverse the market and if you reverse the CL, most likely your trade is going to be very good. It's 8 out of 10 because the market is over on the CL and you can see it. It works like a clock every single day, folks. We've been busy for the last 3 days, giving out all the new updates, support. But if you look at the videos, the previous videos live, and you can see it is the same story every single day. The same story, folks. A little bit plus minus couple ticks, but the same trick every single day. The same trick, and of course there is an exception in the market sometimes, but most of the time it's the same pattern. I don't believe in patterns, but it is the same things. Once this market hit the target, there is nothing to do anymore. You need to look for new signal. So right now, if we notice on the CL, there is nothing. On the Nasdaq, I advise not to take any shorts, and you can see why in front of you, and the same story on the YM. Nothing has done at the moment. From those signals, we have 443 ticks. This is not bad. Bad on the last, on the based on the last signal. This is not bad at all. So we, at the moment, ES, we have 55 ticks. YM, we have 195. The Nasdaq 127, 36 ticks on the CL. Russell 55 ticks. And then we have the 30-year Treasury bond 18 ticks, and the 6E is 6 ticks. And then the Russell, why we have two Russell? Okay, let's remove this one here. This is the old Russell. So on the Russell, we have 643 ticks on the Russell. So this is not bad at all. Uh, for the ones who follow us on this last signal, you're very welcome. Please, if you're looking or you're trading any instruments, it's not here. You're very welcome. Email me or Skype me, and I will, if we have the data, I will be more than glad to share the signal for you. And there is no, uh, it's not costing you anything. It's totally free. Folks, I think this is all what we have for now. If we have time, I'll try to run the second session in the afternoon to see how is things going. But right now it's lunchtime and there is not much going on anymore in the market. So after we hit those targets, it's most likely it's going to stay flat on the after lunch, and then we will go ahead and try to see if we can run it after lunch and see what will happen. Folks, please be careful with your trade. God bless you all, and see you. Could be this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Bye for now.